Nebraska Corn Growers Association serving our growers. Ryan Hanousek, he's a producer from the Caro area. You wear a couple of different hats, but Ryan, what do you find is the value being involved with an organization like the Corn Growers?
I think it's a responsibility of us all to tell our own story, advocate for ourselves, and really do the best we can. And I'm fortunate enough to be interested in it, enjoy meeting people. So I guess I'm the one that felt called to advocate for others in our profession because nobody's doing it for us.
Tell people a little bit about your background. You grew up in a family farming operation. You were involved in FFA, went off to the university.
Yeah, I'm a very fortunate story. Was able to grow up on a family farming operation, which is a blessing in disguise. Went to school, came back, was able to land back in Grand Island, which is, 16 miles off the family farm. Had the opportunity to come back to the farm. So right now working in town, supports my farming addiction is what my wife would call it. But I truly love the family farm, being able to work it. And I'm fortunate to have that opportunity.
Well, and you, as you say, you're fortunate because as we know, the economics, it's tough for a guy. I'm sure a lot of your contemporaries you went to college with would love to be on the farm, but they had to take a job in town. I mean, they just couldn't make it work, could they?
Right. Absolutely. And I would love nothing more than to get back to the farm full time. Absolutely. That would be my number one goal and dream. But I am very lucky to have a job in town right now. The economy is tough on the farm, especially row crops. But I think that's why my role on the Corn Growers Association is so important. We're advocating for new uses, advocating for E15 year round. There's a lot of things that we can talk about. And we had some wins last year as an association too.
Talk about that. What are some of the highlights, would you say?
Yeah, so in the One Big Beautiful Bill, we had crop insurance was strengthened for us growers. There were some changes to our risk management. We've had wins where E15 continues to get closer. California is continuing to get closer to approving year-round E15. And we continue to move the needle on corn exports. We had a record year on corn exports last year. That's a win, both from association, all the work we've done with trade missions overseas, and some wins with the risk management department from last year.
Yeah, given all the uncertainty on trade and the trade war, the tariffs and all that, to have those kind of still the strong numbers we saw, that's really remarkable, isn't it?
Absolutely. And we're all about expanded trade markets and open trade. We continue to push that. The tariffs and everything else is a little bit of a headwinds, but last year we had record exports on corn, so we're very happy with where we're sitting.
Would you encourage others who maybe are hearing us that say, you know what, I know I've got my checkoff dollars and they're doing their work through the corn board side of things, but maybe this is another avenue where I can get involved?
I would highly encourage anybody that enjoys meeting people, advocating, or really just telling our own story and advocating for our own selves as producers to get involved with their local chapters. There's many local corn growers chapters across the state. If there's not one in your county, look us up. We'll take you at the next county over. No problem at all. Absolutely. We have a lot of programs as an association also to extend your leadership abilities, take you to Washington, D.C., meet the federal delegation, and learn how big of an impact you can have as a grower. You don't have to be somebody fancy. We always meet somebody in the seat.
We don't need anybody fancy. That is Ryan Hanousek. He's from Caro, Nebraska, and he's involved with the Nebraska Corn Growers. You're listening to the Rural Radio Network.